Assalamu alaikum, hello and welcome back to Islamic Preacher and Apologist. For those of you who actually came to my channel through social media and want to see the entire video, then you'd have to visit my YouTube channel for the entire footage. If your language is Urdu or Hindi, please check the description box below. Now let's see what the topic is for today. Today I'm going to be talking about the 3 mistakes we Muslims make in Speaker's Corner. So here comes number 3. The mistake of finding our prophet in their Bible. The reason being is we will be hitting our head against the wall. But guess what? J. Smith did this. Now you're going to ask me why he, why not we? Well, let me tell you in a minute. Let me show you a glimpses of what he did.
The Quran is very clear that they will find this prophet in their own scriptures. Now let's go put up the verses on the screen and you'll see what it's referring to. You need to go back to Surah 7, Ayah 157, which says, those who can follow the messenger, the prophet who can neither read nor write, whom they find written with them in the Tawrat, in the Injil. So here's a prophet who neither reads nor writes. Every Muslim knows or assumes that Muhammad could not read or write. So this must be referring to Muhammad. That's Surah 7, Ayah 157. Surah 61, Ayah 6 says, and when Isa, son of Mary, said, O children of Israel, I am the messenger of Allah unto you, confirming the Tawrat, which is the Torah as we know it, before me, and giving glad tidings of a messenger to come after me, whose name shall be Ahmad. Ahmad. Now Ahmad is a diminutive for Muhammad. So it has to be a prophet like Moses. I know Ahmadiyya did a very famous speech, returned that. Moses had a beard, Muhammad had a beard. We don't know if Jesus did or not. Probably he did as well. Moses had a wife. Jesus did not have a wife, but Muhammad did. Moses had an exodus. He went, brought the people out of Egypt, had the exodus. Muhammad had an exodus called the Hijrah. That's what Hijrah means in Arabic, from Mecca to Medina. Moses created laws, had the 10 Commandments, was a man who instituted new laws. So did Muhammad create new laws. What laws did Jesus create? Moses created a people and created a whole state, a theocratic state. So did Muhammad create a theocratic state. What state did Jesus create? No rules, regulations, no government. In fact, he separated church and state. So therefore, this must mean Muhammad because it has so many parallels.
Let him do this, but you don't do this. Now you're going to ask me, why not, sister? Well, I'll give you the reasons, and the reasons are 2. Look at this video from DCCI Ministries, hunting Muhammad in the Bible, picking and choosing verses, and look at the comment section. It would make us look and seem as if we are trying to squeeze our prophet in their biblical text. Reason number 2, you're banging your head against the wall. What did they do about those prophets that were mentioned in the Bible? Prophet Abraham, Prophet Moses, Prophet David, and so on, all preached only one God. Trinity was not a thing until Jesus came in. What did they do about those people that significantly talked about one God and one God only? What did they do? The answer is nothing. You will be wasting your precious time. That is the reason number 3. Speaky Corner mistake number 2. When you don't have an answer, don't always blame it on the Arabic.
You can't. Well, listen, okay, so when Muslims interpret the Bible for an English translation, do you need to learn Greek and Hebrew?
Yes.
Of course not.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
No, you can come after.
Let me ask him a question. Can I ask you a question?
1 second, brother, let me continue.
Okay, go on.
No,
let me ask him a question.
At the end of the day, I think that's inconsistent because when Muslims attack the Bible, they don't have to learn Greek or Hebrew. But when I mention the Quran, when I mention the Quran, I have to know Arabic. If you wish to come next, feel free, that's fine.
DCCI Ministries did the same thing. She said the Wandering Queen does not know Arabic to defend Arabic, but the same rule applies if you're going to attack the religion. If you're going to throw a principle at someone, the principle also applies to you. So DCCI Ministries made the same mistake. In most of the cases, you should blame your knowledge but not the language. Look at what these people have to say. Whenever they play the Arabic card, the immediate question should always be, do you speak Arabic? So when should you play the Arabic card? You should play the Arabic card when they speak to you about the hafs or the warsh, meaning the Arabic dialect. Or when they talk about a particular word being used. For example, Allah praise. Now in some places it's a blessing and some places it's praise. Now if there is a translation difference, if they talk about a particular word being used, then you need to look at the various translations that are available. Besides, it's nonsensical to ask a French person about the Italian dialect. Do not ask dialect questions to people of a different language. If you are not so well versed in the Holy Quran and you don't exactly know what happened when, blame your knowledge. For example, you need to know in which context such and such happened. For example, if Allah forgave shirk to one person and didn't forgive shirk to another person, you need to know the situation difference in situation A and situation B. Accept your lack of knowledge, but don't use the wrong cards. Speaker's Corner mistake number 1. Saying their book is corrupt. Now you can say segments of their book is corrupt. You can say that you corrupted the book in some places, but you can't say the entire book is corrupt, because there are areas which this book is going to help you out when it's going to be on you. Islam is blamed for many things, but there are some things which are already in the Bible, which were already in the biblical times, and they are also in the Quranic times. Now, how are you going to defend it? Sometimes it's the Bible which defends the Quran. You have to be very, very cautious. And that is pretty much it. Now, if your language is English, this video ends here. Thank you for watching. Take care and goodbye. आज मैं जिक्र करूंगी जो 3 गलतियां हम स्पीकर्स कॉर्नर में करते हैं। नंबर 3 में आती हैं प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद को बाइबल में ढूंढने का, जबकि ये बात हमारा कुरान मेंशन करता ज़रूर है, लेकिन बात दरअसल ये उसको मेंशन करने से कोई फ़ायदा नहीं। इसलिए क्योंकि अगर ये हम ढूंढते भी हैं तो ये सोचेंगे कि हम इसलिए ढूंढ रहे हैं क्योंकि हम अपने प्रॉफिट को ज़बरदस्ती इनके बाइबल में शुमार कर रहे हैं, बल्कि ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। और ये बात मालूम करने के लिए आपको ये वीडियो इंग्लिश में देखनी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं अभी फ़िलहाल ब्रीफ बात कर रही हूँ, दरमियानी मुख्तसर। दूसरी वजह ये भी है कि हज़रत ईसा आने से पहले कई पैगंबर आए, प्रॉफिट मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम, इब्राहीम और बहुत सारे आए। उनका इन्होंने क्या मकसद निकाला? जब उन्होंने साफ़ कह दिया था कि खुदा एक है, तो उन्होंने इससे क्या सीखा, कौन सी हिदायत ली, क्या फ़ायदा हुआ? तो ये बताया कि जो प्रॉफिट्स जो शुमार हैं, उनके नाम लिखे हुए हैं, उनसे उन्होंने क्या सीखा और क्या हासिल किया, क्या हिदायत हासिल हुई। तो लिहाजा क्या फ़ायदा होगा अगर हम अपने प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को अगर ढूंढ भी दें तो, और अगर हम साबित भी कर दें तो क्या फ़ायदा होगा उसका। स्पीकर्स कॉर्नर की गलती नंबर 2, हमेशा और हमेशा अरबी का पत्ता नहीं निकालना चाहिए। जब आपको अरबी नहीं आती है तो आप ये ना बोलें कि अरबी में कुछ और है कि हाँ इंग्लिश में कुछ और। आप बल्कि ये बोलें कि आपको मालूमात नहीं, आपको अलग अलग कॉन्टेक्स्ट का पता नहीं, लिहाजा आप माफ़ कर दें, आप मुझसे सवाल ना पूछें, लेकिन अरबी का पत्ता हमेशा ना निकालें। आप उन सूरतों में अरबी का जिक्र कर सकते हैं जब वो आपसे हफ्स या वर्श के बारे में पूछे, क्योंकि डायलेक्ट का फ़र्क है। तो ये बात है। एक और बात, अगर वो ये कहें कि ये अल्फाज या प्रेज़ है या ब्लेसिंग है, ये अल्फाज का इस्तेमाल हुआ है, तो आप दूसरे ट्रांसलेशंस का ज़रूर देखें। 1-2 रीज़न्स में और 1-2 मामले में आप देख सकते हैं, लेकिन हर किसी मामले में देखना अच्छी बात नहीं। अब अगर आप हर मामले में कहेंगे कि अरबी में दूसरा है, इंग्लिश में दूसरा है, तो ये सोचेंगे क्या ये लोग पागल हैं जो ये अपने मज़हब को फॉलो कर रहे हैं, और अब हम अपने आप को बेवकूफ़ साबित करेंगे। तो यह आप इस बात पे गौर ज़रूर करें। गलती नंबर 1 जो स्पीकर्स कॉर्नर में होती है वो ये कि इनकी बाइबल को आप करप्ट कहते हैं। आप ये कह सकते हैं कि कुछ बातें करप्ट हुई हैं, कुछ बातें गलत हैं, लेकिन पूरी किताब को आप गलत नहीं कह सकते। अगर आप इनकी पूरी किताब को गलत बोलेंगे तो कुछ मामले ऐसे भी, कुछ बातें ऐसे भी हैं जो हमारे मज़हब में सवाल उठाए जाते हैं, कुछ ऐसे मामले भी हैं, और वही बातें بائبل میں لکھی ہوئی ہیں اور تورا میں لکھی ہوئی ہیں، تو آپ کیسے آپ اپنے مذہب کو ڈیفینڈ کریں گے؟ کچھ باتیں ایک جیسے بھی ہیں، تو لہٰذا ان کی کتاب ہماری کتاب کو ڈیفینڈ کرتی کچھ معاملوں میں، تو آپ کو اس بات کا غور کرنا ہے۔ باقی میں یہ بولوں گی اللہ سب کو ہدایت دے۔ اگر آپ کو یہ ویڈیو پسند آئی ہوگی تو لائک کرنا مت بھولیے گا، سبسکرائب کرنا مت بھولیے گا۔ اللہ حافظ۔